You can go What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation. Our nation of joy. Yeah, we are here. Our nation of factual truth. Our nation of discussing every issue that concerns us without fear or favor. So I welcome all of you, and as usual, I encourage you to seek and spread the knowledge of truth and relax, enjoying your life. I just wake up. You can see it on my face, right? I'm off today, so I relax, I sleep. I hear the thunderstorm there. Maybe later we go and try to lose some calories. Whichever way, I still control my life. I can decide whether to go and do that or not. And I titled this, "You are greater than that. You are more than that. Whatever that thing is, you are greater than it." So I want to speak on the greater you. You're supposed to know who you are. So that's why I said that God, this idea of God, was created to confuse you. That is the first thing religion does. Religion is belief in God. First, it confuses human beings. When religion succeeds in confusing you, then it will conquer you. Religion conquering you, now you're no longer yourself. You are looking for what pieces of God and what makes God happy, what pleases God. You are no longer yourself. You are a slave. You have been conquered. You have been conquered. And because you have been conquered, they scatter you. They make you not even loving yourself. That's why religion says for you to follow whatever object that religion upholds, you must hate yourself. You won't be listening to yourself anymore. You have the voice of your conscience. You begin to call it the voice of God because you have been conquered. So after you have been conquered, the religion will convince you. Have you noticed that every religious person will tell you, "Oh, convince me." What you are saying, I'm not convinced. You know, they ask you silly question. Even when you give them simple answer, they still say they are not convinced because they have been confused conquered, and convinced. They have been convinced that the lie they accepted, the lie that confused them, is the truth. The lie that is against knowledge, the lie that tell them you can eat of all these three, but this one, don't eat it. If you eat it, you will die. They ate it, they did not die, yet they still believe they will die any day they eat it. They keep eating that fruit, yet they are not dying. So they keep going for learning, going to learn. You see them, they said, oh, they are going to learn, but they never come to the knowledge of truth because they have been convinced that there is truth in the belief. Where there's no truth in the belief, all you have, what you have in the middle, at the center of every belief, is lie. Lie. Write it down and tell me if you don't find it there. It's just simple like that. So because they are convinced now, what next? They are easily converted. When religion convinces you, it converts you. When religion converts you from what? Religion cannot convert you from being human to being human. No, human is human. Human is unchangeable. Yes, life. The life you have is unchangeable. No one can change it. They can only convert you, making you not to accept that life as normal, as it's supposed to be, making you to believe you are a sinner now. And the moment you believe you are a sinner or you are weak, there is higher being over your life, you are being converted from being human to animal, sheep, goat, serpent. Whatever silly animals there, that's what religion will convert you into. And you see yourself living like animal, believing nonsense that you never seen. You say, have you seen sheep nod their head like they're eating food? That's how religious people behave, because they are converts. They can never reason with you. They are converts. They come to scatter. You think they send you friend requests for them to maybe reason with you? No, they are coming to pull you down. I don't know if you grew up in the village and notice how animals eat, even goat in your family's barn. Sometimes you go and look at them, you see how they eat. That's how religious people do. Anything that have God on it, anything that have Jesus on it, anything that have heaven on it, they keep nodding their head. They eating it, swallowing it without asking question, because they are converts. And the moment you have been converted, guess what? You are easily controlled, which is the last thing religion does. Controlling people. Religion is for control. And how do they control you? Boom, don't think for yourself, okay? You nod your head, okay? And fear God. Fear of God. God will do the. God is almighty. God will deal with your enemies. You must love your enemies so that God will deal with them. If you don't love them, God will not deal with them. He said, if you're loving them, you are heaping coal of fire on their head. Okay, but you say love your enemies, but when you love them, you are heaping coal of fire on them for God to punish them. Bullshit. Then the last one is, if you disobey God, you're going to burn in hell. So they use threat. They're threatening you. You must obey the commandment of Yahweh. You must obey the commandment of Yeshua. You must obey the Lord. Jesus gave his life for you. What have you given to him? What have you done for him? How can somebody die for? I like the way somebody share it. He said that that's this author, they use it with Jesus picture. He said, how can you say you die for me without asking? You die for my sin without asking me. You're supposed to ask me now. Do you want me to die for you before you die? But I did not ask you. I don't know you, but you said you have died for my sins. Did you ask me? So religion control you. They threatening you with all that. God loved the world. God loved you and gave his son. His son died for your sin as a sacrifice. If you don't accept him, you will perish. You will die in hell, burning in hell. They say it's that day to be. They say it's eternal death. You will be alive, burning alive. Maggot eating you inside fire. And they say you are a soul. You are created in the image of God. And they say you are a spirit. But you will still be burning in fire. Is in the land of fairies or fairy tale. Everything is possible. All right? That's it. So let me tell you this. Keep it deep right inside of your whatever you value in your life, that greater than you does not exist except you create one out of fear and ignorance. I repeat it again. That's the point. Greater than you does not exist anywhere except you create it, unless you create one out of fear and ignorance. And that's what religion thrives on, fear and ignorance. Would they convince you to believe in the fear of God? They tell you the fear of God is beginning of wisdom. You begin to fear that God, so you begin to ignore facts. Fear and ignorance are two things that religion always build on, and that's what religion used to control people: fear and ignorance. Fear God. And how do they put it in the Bible? You say, fear God and do what to man. So you say that is the conclusion of bullshit. Conclusion of what? Who made that conclusion? I can make my own conclusion. You don't tell me this is the conclusion of all the requires from man. Fear God and the zeal of man or something like that. No, I don't need God. God is bullshit. God was created to mess you up. That's what God is all about. God is an abstract idea that needs your own belief to have life and power. Anyone that tell you God have power is lying. God has no power. God cannot do anything. God cannot even show up on this screen. My fellow human being can show up here. Just send request, and the God Almighty cannot do that. Because God is an abstract idea. It has no life, it has no power. It is man that created God, and it's man that is still giving God the power and the life that they say God have. Somebody tell you about God, you haven't seen any God. I unfriended some of them today. Keep talking about creator. Keep talking about Most High. Keep talking about there is God. So no, there is not. When you are talking about God Most High, you are talking about the Son. And our ancestors saw themselves as children of the Son. In other words, they were connected with the Son. So when you are talking about God, you know you're talking about yourself. Who will put money on your table? Who will put food on your table? I mean, who will put money in your pocket? It is man, not any God. Who brought you forth? Man, not God. So if there is any God that exists, it's supposed to be you. And if you want to see God, anytime you want to see God, just look into the mirror. You see the real God standing and looking at you. That's God. Okay. So I want to talk about certain things. I listed 4 of them. I want to discuss that to show you that you are greater than them. And these 4 things are one of the things that believers, believers are unbelievers. You should know that, because Christians don't believe in Islam and Muslim or Islam, and the Muslims don't believe in Christianity. So all of them, they are believers, but they are unbelievers. So one another. Okay. So 4 things. They sometimes they throw it at me like I used to be a Christian. My name is Shadrach. Yes, you read Shadrach in the Torah, in the Quran, and in the Bible. You read Shadrach there, right? They have Prophet Daniel there, right? Okay. The book of Daniel, that's where you read about Shadrach, right? The Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And that's the name my parents gave to me. They are Christian parents, but my grandfather, who my father did not know and I never met, his name was Shadrach. So they gave me Shadrach because, my father is the only son. So I am his firstborn. I'm first son. So he named me after his father. My father did not name me after the Bible Shadrach. Because myself also, I was saying, I will change that, which I will change. I have changed in some of like this profile. You can't see shared anymore there. It used to be shared Eze. That's the first name I used to open this profile before I change it to Ezanwe Ahamefuna Eze, according to our own tongue. So they always throw such thing at me. So I want to deal with them today. Again, I've been saying that So we're supposed to know that we are greater than all that. Whatever label, whatever things they put around us, we are greater than that. So we shouldn't let those things limit us. It doesn't matter what somebody did or what somebody, the name or the name that person bear. If you are in need of help, let's say you are drowning in the river, that person will not say, oh, my name is in the Bible or my name is not in the Bible. I'm not coming to save you. No, the person will come and they help you. That's what is supposed to understand. So the first one I want to talk about is your language. Because some people also will attack your language, telling you, oh, why are you not speaking your language? You are speaking English. Dummy. Language is language. And you're supposed to know that every language originated from Africa. Our ancestors, whether it's English, French, all of them came from us. All of them are our language. But you don't want to know because you are religious. You come attacking somebody like me. Hey, oh, okay, you said we should go back to our roots. Then why are you speaking English? Because you're ignorant of your roots. If you know your roots, you know that English is your language. They stole it, they copy it from your language. And if you stole something from me, I can use it. It is mine. It is still mine. You stole it from me. No matter how you paint it. You stole my car and paint it. My car is black. Then you paint it white. It's still my car. I know the engine number. I know it's my car. I said, oh, that's my car. No, regardless how you paint it. It's mine. So some people come against you and telling you your language. You are greater than your language. Yes, that language you are speaking. You are greater than you. You should understand who you are. Understand your personality. You are greater than your culture and tradition. Somebody like you made up those culture and tradition. You can change them. You can learn new language also. Some people speak more than one language. Like I speak English. I don't speak English well because it is not my mother tongue. But when it comes to Igbo, I make up my own words. So even in English, I can make up my own words. Man made those things. You can change it. You can have more of it. It does not affect who you are and who you're supposed to be. It is language. But it can show you something like the African Americans, right? The African Americans know African history more than the Africans that are speaking African language. African Americans only speak English language. Unless some of them that maybe go to school to they have this learning language app now. Maybe you can start learning some language. Some of them speak Spanish because they teach Spanish in American school here, but they don't teach Africa. Why they tell you that, oh yeah, all of us are one. They don't have African school in America. They don't have African place in America. But they have Chinese, they have Spanish, or they have other people's place, but Africans, because they don't want Africans to know themselves. Look at African Americans. They speak only English, but they call them African Americans. So where is their African language? They will not allow them to learn it. But people are waking up. Soon, I believe they will build a school where they are teaching African language to African Americans and to whoever want to learn it. They are teaching Spanish in American schools. My daughter was learning Spanish. They know that in America. Bilingual. Okay, those people get even more job than you that speak only English. You can speak Spanish and English. You can translate Spanish. Getting job in America is easier for you. So understand that you are greater than your language. Your language is like your culture and tradition. You can change it. That's another problem that many Africans are having. They don't know how to change things they made, things their ancestors left behind for them. They don't know how to change. That means to improve on it. They say this is how we receive it. That's how we remember for it. No, you can change it. You can transform it. You can improve on it. It must not be just like that. Why you are suffering? This is how I met it. It must be so, but it's not benefiting you anymore. Use your own brain. Your ancestors who established that, they use their own brain. Use your own brain to change what they established. That doesn't mean you killed it. That doesn't mean you don't have it anymore. That doesn't mean you don't respect your ancestors anymore. After all, you are your ancestors. The ancestors you are talking about, you are one of them. So you are greater than your language. Don't let anyone intimidate you or try to discredit you because you are speaking English. You are not speaking any African language. Oh, you are Igbo man. You are not speaking Igbo. I have had some educated fools saying that if you have children in America and they cannot speak Igbo, speaking on English, they begin to insult you. They are stupid. Anyone saying that. My daughter was born in Nigeria. I did not teach her Igbo language. I said I don't want her to learn Igbo language. I said that. They say why? Because I said you cannot get job even in Nigeria with Igbo language. How many of you that are educated? How many of you graduates that are going to get job with Igbo language in Nigeria? Yoruba may get in Nigeria. Hausas may get in Nigeria. But Igbos will speak English to their mother, speak English to everyone. Because Igbo people think speaking English means intelligence. It means, oh, you are exposed. No, you are not. It means you are a slave. Are we not the ones that always name our children after English name, Bible name, all that? Other tribes are not doing it at the rate we are doing it. But look at how many Hausa people, Fulani people, have you seen naming their children English name? But English people go with them, doing business with them, using them to kill their own brethren in Nigeria. But they took to their name. So understand your culture and tradition can be changed. It is not unchangeable. You can change it. You can improve on them and live better. You are greater than your language. Number two, you are greater than your achievements. Whatever exploits you say you have done or other, you are greater than it. Don't let your achievement control you. Don't let your achievement make you think you are greater than any other human being. You are not greater than anyone. And that's why you see people that have such attitude, they end up in misery. They never have peace among them because they keep competing. Oh, I want to be better. I don't want this one to be greater than me. All that. And that's why you see people are not teaching people what they know. And if they want to teach you a little they know, they ask you to pay for it. You have to bring money for it, or what you have, or whatever they want. But you are greater than your achievement. That exploit. And you can do greater ones. When you understand that the more you give out what you have, the more you get back, or the better one you get back. You will. That's why I say in the Woke Nation, we spread the knowledge free of charge. You spread it. The more you spread the knowledge, the more you get. The level I operate now, when I look at what some people are saying, some people that has been speaking negative thing about me, when I look at what they are saying, I just laugh. I remember one Tochukwu, I still, on my daughter profile, he's still there. But when I add him here, I used to listen to what he said, and they don't know why I keep listening to him. I know he said, oh, I'm the one that wake him up, but now he know more than me. I said, this guy, you just miss it. You don't know me. You don't know. I'm not competing with anyone. No, I give out. If you say you are a teacher, I can teach you. Even though you are more educated than me, you can speak better English than me, you think you are president or whatever, I will teach you, because what I speak is of nature. I don't struggle with it. I decide what I talk about. I'm not basing on anyone. And when I speak that, I don't speak the truth as if it is permanent forever. I speak based on what I know. And tomorrow, that truth may be changed if it's not based on fact. It is not competition. Achievement I have achieved. What have you achieved that nobody else have achieved before you? Some people have more than you. They are not making noise, but because of the little you have, you think, oh, I am all over the world. I am the greatest. No, you are not. No one is the greatest, and you are not greater than any other person. The only person you can be greater than is yourself. No matter how mighty you are, there's little thing that can bring you down. You are greater than your achievement. Don't let your exploit you. Don't let it destroy you. Live your life humanly and enjoy your life. The third thing is this: you are greater than your name. Your name is your label. Some people call it your identity. Tell us your name. I was listening to the Carol broadcast. You know, some people, when you say English name, you say, no, I don't want to hear that. Tell me your Igbo name, or tell me your Hausa name, or tell me your Yoruba name. Tell me your African name. It's just name. As I was saying, I was named Shadrach by my parents because of my grandfather was Shadrach, not just because of Bible. So Shadrach means my father's father. That was his name. So my father see me as one. Now he can see as his father. Although he's a Christian, but you know that many Christians still believe in reincarnation because reincarnation was the first truth before resurrection. Resurrection is a lie. But reincarnation, yes. There is no soul in you. You are the soul you're talking about. There's no spirit in you. You are the spirit you are talking about. And you are eternal. You changes. So understand that you are greater than your name. Your label, your name is not your personality. It can be your identity. This is how I identify this person. This person, oh, the way his name show me he's from Kenya. His name show me he's from Tanzania. That is good. But that is not what defines that person. The personality of that person is greater than his identity. No matter how you can call me a nigger, call African Americans niggers, right? That doesn't mean you know more than them. The reason why you're calling them there to disrespect them is because you are afraid of them. They know better than you. They know more than you. You don't want them to know themselves. So you begin to label them something else that brings them down. But we are greater than what, you know how many names they have called us all over the world. We are the only people that every other race has been labeling whatever they want. And they keep selling because some of our people keep taking it. Nigger, Negroes, they keep throwing everything at us because they conquered us. Who named you? You're supposed to know that. Who named you? It is the human being that named you, not any God. And what is the meaning of your name? You're supposed to dig up to know the meaning of your name. Because when I become born again, you know how born again people do? They go crazy, want to find the meaning of everything. They want to remove every devil, every Satan from everything. They want everything to be Jesus, God, everything. You know, if not Jesus and God, they throw it away. I begin to look for Bible dictionaries to know what is the meaning of Shadrach, both English. I come across some old dictionaries. The one I picked two of them. The one said it means rejoicing in the way. And I said, that's like my life. I always rejoice. I don't let anything put me down. I always laugh over including serious matter. They say you think it's funny or it's a joke. I say, no, that's me. That I laugh over everything. Even the most serious thing, I still laugh. That's me. I rejoice in that. Some people say every time you're laughing, every time you're happy, every time. Why would it? So when they see me stay like this, they say, "Are you okay?" This is not how you. But you guys say I always joke, but that's me. And if you don't like it and show me, say, "Oh, I don't want this," I will also turn off that switch because I am greater than my name. I am greater than my behavior. I am greater than my identity. My personality is really who I am. And it changes. I change every moment. So that you name me something yesterday does not mean I still remain that. No, I can change it. As you can see, I have many names as a person. So why can't you change your name if you have to? You can change your name if you want to, but don't let anyone tell you. If you don't like your name, the meaning of your name, change it. Or if you think that name is not agreeing with what you are saying, then change it. Then the second meaning of Shadrach I found out, it means tender and nipple. Tender is the small ship that supply fuel to the higher ship in the sea. And you see what I do? I am a teacher of teachers. Many teachers I cannot comment or like my post, but they learn from me. When they watch me, when they read what I post, or they will not voice their approval, but they learn from me. I'm a tender, I'm very small sheep, but I feed the big sheep. I fuel them. That's me. That's my life. Nipple. the titties of the mother's breast, feeding the baby. That's how I do. I feed people. I feed people with ideas. And if I have to give to somebody that is in need, I always do. That is me. That is my person. Tender and the nipple. I may look uneducated to you. I may look stupid to you, but I can feed you. That's why some people, when they comment nonsense on my post, I say I can heal you. I can deliver you. I can save you. I can free you. Tender and the nipple. That's a Shadrach. But many people that don't know it, because when you look, the most one they grab, they say, it's the name of a Babylonian god. Okay, so you see, so it's not your Jehovah Yahweh nonsense. It's not your Jesus son, and it means the command of Aku. So command. You see, I speak with authoritative voice. If you have come close to me, if you don't know me, you will think I am scary or I will deal. No, that's me. You know, any woman that have been into my life, they always confess. They say, I don't know you are this romantic. I don't know you are this. I say, because I am real. That's it. I don't pretend or hide. Of course, sometimes we find that women like lies. If you tell them the truth, they will run away. So you try to put some lies there. It's normal. Okay. Then you get them, they begin to know the truth. Some of them will stand, some of them will not. All right, so but that is it. I am greater than my name, just as you are greater than your name. The fourth one is your challenges. You are greater than your challenges, which is your problems. Everyone face one or the other problems. One other problem. You have many problems. Some of us have a lot that it seems like it's unsolvable. But you see, many of you that have those huge problems, you are the one that created those problems, and it is easier for you to solve it if you can listen. You can solve your problem just as easy as possible. As ABC, you can just solve it. Simple, just turn on that switch of fact. Everything that is based on fact is what you embrace. If it's not based on fact, trash it. I'm the firstborn in my family, right? You tell me, oh, I have to carry my siblings. You are lying. I am not their father. It's their father that's supposed to carry them. If I have, I take it. Of course, they can bear me witness. If I have, I do give them. When I was believer, a Christian, I was even given to brethren in the Lord than my family. But when I wake up, I start saying, no, charity begins at home. You ask me for money, I will think, have I given to my brother? If I'm not giving to my own sibling, I'm not giving to you either. Because my sibling also need it, but I also need it. If I don't have to give to my siblings, why should I have to give to you? And I don't need to explain to anyone about that. Live your life, solve your own problems, stop creating them. You have creating force. Use it to create new solution or solution to your problem, not creating more problem to your problem. They use some culture and tradition to create those problems you are bearing. You say that's how it's supposed to be. Man must do this. Man must do that. No, it's not true. If it's not working for you, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. You know how you drop something hot when you hold it, hot pot, hot plate. They put it there. Oh, you drop it because you don't. You rather crush that plate than burn yourself. Your challenges, that challenges you are facing or challenge you're facing, you can solve them. You have to face it first. Some of you don't want to face it. That's why you go in praying for God to give you victory. God give me this. God give me that. You're finding easy way to run away from it. You cannot never run away from your problem. You have to face them and solve them as a man or as a woman. You have to, as a person. You have the will and the power. You have all it takes to solve your problems. You don't need any God to solve your problem. You don't need any Jesus to solve your problem. You don't need any angel to solve your problem. You don't need any Satan to solve your problem. You don't need any devil to solve your problem. You don't need any demons to solve your problem. You have what it takes to solve your problem. You have your mind, your brain, and your hands. You can solve your problem. Your challenges, you are greater than them. Don't put your problem over. You say, oh, my problem is greater than me, but it's not greater than my God. You are stupid. Which God are you talking about? You are greater than God. And you are greater than that problem. All of them were created by either your desire or desire of your family, or desire of your friends, or desire of your community, or of the society. but you have the power to solve those problems. Understand that knowledge is your power. Power to determine or control your own life and destiny. Yes, knowledge is your power. Knowledge is the greatest, not love. Love has crippled many of you. Love has put you in a relationship, in a condition where you think there's no way out, and you are suffering, only waiting for one savior or one God or one miracle to happen for you to get out of that messy situation. Because you are clinging on love, feelings, emotional feelings. Oh, no, you have to put facts over feelings. Forget love. Fuck love. It is time you embrace knowledge. Knowledge will introduce you to fairness, to facts. That's what knowledge will introduce you to. But belief system will always introduce you to love. Love them anyway. No, don't do that. Live your life. You have that power. It is called the power of knowledge. So you must get knowledge. Get knowledge so you can determine and control your own life and destiny. Stop entertaining evil strangers in your house. Stop entertaining unknown strangers in your family as your family members. They are not. Try to question them. Try to find out their motive, their intention. That's the mistake some of our ancestors did. We who embraced belief system, instead of them questioning the intention of the strangers, the intention of the guests, they begin to accept them as their family members. You know, love your neighbor as you love yourself is a lie. It will kill you. If you love your neighbor as you love yourself, that neighbor will end up killing you. That means you are loving your enemy. No, love yourself. If you believe in love, care about yourself. When you care about yourself, then you will question that neighbor that is coming to your house or that stranger that is coming to your house, and don't treat them like your family members. Your neighbors are not your family members. The strangers are not your family members. Your guests are not your family members. But they deceive you. They say, yeah, entertain strangers. When you do so, you have entertained the angels. That's how our ancestors saw white men as angels. And today, tell me who has destroyed us. Stop entertaining evil strangers. Stop entertaining unknown strangers as your family members. You have to wake up. Stand for facts, not for feelings, not for fiction. They tell you stories, you just swallow it. No, you have to stand for facts. If it is not factual, trash it. You are the creating force, born to live, born to explore, born to enjoy life humanly, not spiritually, not religiously. You were not born to live by faith. You were born to live by fast, live by sight. That's why you have eyes. You cannot cross any road by faith. You cannot get any job by faith. It must be by faith. You must open your eyes and give what you are required to give for you to get that job. No faith can give you that job. No God can give you that job. No spirit can give you that job. But you have that creating force to live, explore, and enjoy life humanly. So I encourage you, dare to research to know. You need knowledge. Dare to research to know. That's the only way you can get knowledge. Keep researching. The key, K-E-Y. K-E-Y-I. Keep educating yourself. That is the key to life. Not prayer, not faith, not God, not Jesus. Educating yourself. Keep doing it. Research to know. Then speak what you know. Not what you believe, not what you fear. Speak what you know. And you will see how your word is a weapon. Your word is powerful. You can speak things into existence only when you speak what you know, not when you claim what is written in the book, in the Bible, in the Quran, in the Torah. I believe the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Oh Lord, you say you will supply all my needs according to your riches and glory. No, you will suffer and die. One of our friends, my friends here, said that he was arguing with one believer. It's okay for this year, right? Keep praying, don't walk. I will not pray. Then for 1 year, we will come out and show our result. I say, we call you devil. He say, yeah. Because prayer does not make sense. Prayer is pretense. Prayer is wasting of your time. That time you use for prayer, use it to work out. That time you use for prayer, use it to think. That prayer you use for prayer, use it to communicate with people. Not prayer, you are praying to yourself. And that you believe there is God in heaven you are praying to, or there's God somewhere you're praying to. You're just calling on fairies, imaginary beings that does not exist, that can never help you in reality. Speak what you know and do what you know how to do. And do what you know you can do. There's difference between knowing how to do something and also being able to do it. Some people know how to do something, but they can't do it. And that's why some of them turn to teachers. Teachers can teach you something they know, but they can't do it. Some people are disabled, but they have knowledge. They can teach you what to do. You go and do it and succeed, and you come and give them from your proceeds and all that. You have to do what you know, or do what you know you can do. There is always knowledge. You have to be in the know, not in the belief, not in the faith. Believe. Know. Knowledge. You say, by faith we know. It's a lie. By faith we understand. It's a lie. You can never know by faith. You can never understand by faith. It is by works. You have to go and work. That's why they tell you faith without works is what? Dead. It is right there. If faith need works, that means works is greater than faith. Works is the main thing, is the written. So if you have works, you don't need faith. He never tell you that works without faith is dead. He never say that. Say faith without works is dead. So you need works. That's how you get knowledge, experience. Or even the Bible, who did the Bible call the grown people that are no longer children drinking milk? He said those that are eating meat now, strong meat. He said those through exercise has proven. That's the only way. You have to experience it. Knowledge is something you have experienced and you can pass it down to others. You must do what you know, and do what you know you can do. In closing, as I started, God was created to confuse you, to conquer you, to convince you, to convert you, and to control you. But you are the only one that have power to deliver yourself from that mess. Deliver yourself today with embracing factual truth, the knowledge of factual truth. You will know the main truth, and that the knowledge of that truth, factual truth that is based on fact, not religious truth, not political truth, factual truth, that knowledge of truth will set you free and make you free indeed. And I see you free. Know that you are greater than God. You are greater than Jesus. You are greater than the Almighty God. You are greater than the Spring Creator. Whatever the label they put on that God, you are greater than that God, because that God cannot do anything without you. Their book said that God is looking for a man. That means that God is useless in reality. But you are real. You are available. You can make things happen. And I see you making things happening for our own good and for your own good. Peace.